Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Through my headphones.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay,
tell if it's
there
your
it
headset
goes.
or if it's your webcam.
Yeah, that seems to be a problem. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting a tad bit late this evening. We had lovely life issues with traffic for one of the issues, and the second part is we are in a new chapter. But before we get into that, let's first go with I am Dan Latham, and this is Roll Hit Die, and we are presenting The Darkest Dream by Gooey Cube. Granted, The Darkest Dream is the name of the first chapter. This chapter is called The Foulest of Spirits.
So, if I can interrupt him, is there a name for the book itself?
Yes.
I had thought the book was The Darkest Dream.
I totally did too.
Chapter 1
Yeah, me
is
too.
The Darkest Dream. The entire saga and campaign is called The Red Star Rising.
I knew that.
Okay.
I did. Didn't click.
So, you will notice there's a bit of a lineup change. We have a new player with us. One of our previous players who played Brendel will not be joining us. Some situations have changed and we have a new player. I'd like to allow our new player, Vanessa, to introduce... Well, Vanessa is the name of the character she'll be playing. Would you care to introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, my name is Michelle, and I'm going to be playing Vanessa tonight. Vanessa is a wood elf. She's a little strange, but that's okay. It's good to see all you out there, and let's play.
Alright, so following Vanessa, we'll go ahead and introduce the rest of our players, starting with Shailene.
Oh, yeah, I'm second today, because, okay. Hi, I'm Tara. I'll be playing Shailene. I'm excited to explore everything that this next chapter has in store for us.
And following Shailene is her partner in Mischief, since I think crime was debunked last time I mentioned it.
It's only crime if you get caught.
And
that is correct. Otherwise, it's just allegations.
Yeah, it's just a good time.
And Sayer ignores allegations, unless he's making them about other people, in which that's okay. That's different. Sayer is, yes, he is definitely her partner in mayhem. And, he's trying to see if there are a couple of new ways that he can increase mayhem today. So we'll see how that goes.
And following Sayer is our mother hen of the group, Kenna.
Hi, I am playing Kenna Nirna. My real name is Christy. And yes, I am the mother hen of the group. I try to keep everyone on the right track and get them into trouble at the same time.
Which means she has her hands full dealing with Sayer. And currently, Sidir, our monk, Ronnie, will not be with us this evening, or he may be running a little late, depending upon the traffic situation he's found himself in. But our last player is Huranan.
Hello, my name is Curtis Ross, and I am playing Huranan, the fire-touched fighter.
And of course, I am Dan Latham, your DM for said sessions. You can find me at Twitter on Shadrick Degar, and you can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Roll20. Roll20. That's not me. That's just who we're using for maps. I apologize.
You'll get there.
It has been a very long week, and of course, currently my background is still set to when I guest played on Geek Unleashed Star Wars game. So let me go ahead and change that to something a little more appropriate. There we go. That works.
I was wondering what that was, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I just assumed it had to do with this next chapter. I was like, well, that's new.
Oh yeah, it's a spaceship.
We're going to be spell jamming?
Yeah.
Not in this campaign. Not.
Never mind.
That's good, because spell jamming is a little weird. I mean, even for me.
Alright, so I will move everybody back to the carnival map where we were last at. I am where we left off. Everybody, well, you know what? Let's let our players decide to give you a recap, who would like to do so?
So the party has spent a very long day, wandering around the carnival because we were told to. Not really being able to make much of a profit by picking pockets and things like that are profitable. Instead, they made us work the entire time. And we've basically fought just about every weird creature in the area. I would say the pinnacle of that was probably the things that came. I think they were, what were they? They weren't kobolds. They were some other little humanoid POSs that kidnapped some children and were basically and our goats, and
The
were basically
snakes.
yes. There were some snakes there, but they were sacrificing them
The
to
lizard
a
men.
gelatinous cube. Were they lizard people?
They
Yeah.
were lizard people. I
They-
cannot
they
remember
weren't
what they were called,
Actually, they were kind of a cross between a lizard and a fish, apparently, according to the appearance in which he saw. There is an
Okay.
actual name for them that I can't pronounce at the moment because I don't have it
Lizard
written in
fish
front of me.
people. Got it.
Yeah,
It's
it works.
not Kuatoa, right?
No, it's not Kuato.
Okay, just checking.
No, it's not a big one-eyed water serpent. No, that's Yucatan. My bad.
So we rescued the children. We dealt with those creatures. We came out, and maybe for about the first time everywhere, people actually expressed appreciation for us.
And the name of the creatures are Gamethians.
Are they common in this world?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. I also recall something because I thought it was part of the session. I was unconscious. Maybe it was the one before. What were those
both.
things that were in the woods? We had gone in the woods. We had heard some noise out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it all of a sudden escapes me.
There were drow. Evidence that there were drow around when we came out from the tower, where all the
Okay.
Venethians or whatever they were. We found a couple arrows, some coinage that had the drow god that they worship, goddess. Was it
It had a
Loth?
It had a spider on the back. It was
Lolth or whatever her name is.
Mhm. However,
Got it.
However you wish to pronounce that particular phrase. So it's interesting you should say that once something went on in the woods, you don't remember much after that.
I remember seeing a spirit out there.
Did something did I see something? I thought I saw something.
You may have been unconscious still at that point, but
You are currently still unconscious.
I am?
Yes, you are.
you and Mother Salvanescent
Yes.
also.
And
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we got back to camp and
Yep.
Jovessa is in a catatonic state, staring off. The last thing we remember hearing was her scream that he's here. And I believe you heard some sort of voice or something, if I'm not mistaken. But as you pass out, you're not completely unaware of anything. You're lying on hard stone in a puddle of something wet. You're naked, and you're shivering with cold. Above you, the sky is dark and filled with black clouds. As you look above, you can see muted flashes behind the heavy blanket of overcast. But there is no booming retort of thunder. It is as if the power of lightning is being swallowed by the thick, angry billows, like a great blob of blackness devouring its prey. You lift your hand, and dread fills your heart as you realize the wetness is cold blood.
I was worried it was something else.
But it does
I
not.
love how blood's a better alternative for you.
It does not congeal. You smell a stench, dank and rotten, that sickens your stomach. You feel bile in your throat. The sickness causes you to retch again and again and again. You can't stop. And that's where we'll leave you for now.
Okay.
So now we will turn to everybody else.
nice.
Wow.
So as I said before, we left off There is naught but darkness. The shining faces of Lunios and Vixen are shrouded by a thick broil of dark clouds, their comforting light replaced by the smothering blackness. Frightened cries ring out from around the camp before Borak's powerful voice drowns them out. Silence! There's nothing to fear. Get the fires and lanterns lit. The cries cease, and after several tense minutes, the lights from a few fires begin to peel back the night. As it does, you're able to see Vezi, staring blankly into the sky. Sayer lying face down in the cold earth. And Bran kneeling next to a completely still Mother Sylvaness. He clutches her hand and anxiously checks her for signs of life. His milky white eyes turn to you. Kismia, save us. She's cold as ice. Mother, wake up. Mother, come back to us. Anton moves quickly over to Mother Sylvanessa and casts a spell of healing. But other than a slight flush of color that briefly comes to her pale cheeks, the casting appears to do nothing. Those who are still conscious, what do you do? Now, this all takes place around the tent fire at the end of Carnivalle. And there's several Hanatas, or Frentas as it were, that are there. And during the commotion, Brendel has wandered off somewhere to check on other people in the Carnival to see what's going on. And Vanessa, you are currently there at the fire and witness everything that transpires.
I am still looking into the woods at the spirit.
The spirit is no longer there.
Yeah, the spirit
Well,
was just a quick.
It just...
Right. I'm still looking into the woods, though, to see if something else shows up.
I am going to run over to Sayer because my best friend just passed out, and that's not really good to me. So I'm going to go over here.
Alright, so you make your way over to Sayer. What are you doing?
I'm going to, at first, I don't believe you're knocked out. Come on, wake up. This isn't funny. You got to get up. Come on, get up. And I smack your cheek a little bit and see if that gets any response. And I check to see if he's still breathing.
I am still breathing. Tell her I'm still breathing.
Give me a minute.
No, he's not breathing.
Shit.
Give me a minute.
Slap him harder. Come on.
I saw that coming.
Shailene? Medicine
so
check.
he's medicine check.
Oh, he might be breathing. I mean, you haven't truly checked.
Might be.
I mean, you guys are so great with those medicine checks. Let's just see how they do.
Meanwhile, I plug your nose to see if there's any resistance. No.
I cover his mouth and plug his nose. Does he try to breathe? Does he start squirming after about 5 minutes?
Do I accidentally smother him?
Does it look like he's having an apneic event?
All right, so
You might be with this.
what exactly are you attempting to do? Do you pinch his nose like you said?
No, I'm trying to put my hand underneath his nose to see if I can feel breathing.
You do feel
either coming from his mouth or his nose.
Okay, you do feel breath.
Okay, great. You're
but
breathing.
You
Get up.
got no response from the slap.
None?
Well, I mean, how?
I'll try again.
All right, well, roll me attack roll with advantage.
Well, hold on.
You're
be careful not to crit.
Roll with advantage.
Okay, good.
Maybe it's just the firelight or something, but you don't get a good hit on him.
Well, I don't really want to hurt him deep in my soul.
It's one of those. Nope. Quit playing games there.
I'm going to look up and I'm going to see Vanessa there. I'm going to be like, Vanessa, come see if you can wake him up. I can't get him up. And you're better at this whole fixing people thing than I am.
Oh, okay, I'll try. No problem. I'll walk over to him and try to shake him awake. I mean, pick him up by the shoulders and shake him awake.
All right, go ahead and give me a athletics check.
everyone's so not gentle with me?
I'm seeing a scene from Airplane trying to calm down a lady.
Whack! This big long line. Whack!
No. Ugh! And then there goes back a guy with a chain.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing right now with you.
All right, you're able to pick him up. You get him in a seated position. You start shaking him, and his head just lolling all over the place.
Oh, I shut it off.
All right. That's how it is. That's how it is.
Was he breathing?
Oh, he's breathing.
Yes.
He's
All
not
right,
responding.
Face a little red now.
Well, no, she did one of those pull back real hard, and just at the very last second, she's like, "Come on."
I thought maybe you would see it coming and like
There's-
jerk away, like you're still trying to.
Come on.
Oh,
let
like
go.
I'm faking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check.
yeah.
You think I'm faking? That's okay.
I'd rather you be faking than really be hurt.
I mean, I saw you trying to slap him, but you weren't. What was that about?
He won't wake up. I don't think he's joking. I think he just passed out. But there was a ghost out in the woods. I don't know if anybody other than Kenna and I saw it, and now he's passed out, and I'm. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
Something's wrong.
Be fine.
Something seriously is wrong.
Is there anything else you'd like to try while he's laying there, sitting there? I mean, you still holding him up, or did you just let go of him once you got done shaking him?
When shaking doesn't work, I just drop him.
I'm gonna try and catch him. No.
Give me a
And
dexterity
with
check.
friends like these.
A dexterity
Always.
check?
Yes.
Okay, I could do that. Maybe
You-
I can.
You're able to get your hand right under his head before it hits the ground.
No, his back will be bruised, but his head's fine.
After a day like today, I'm pretty sure all of him's going to be bruised.
It's fair. It's very fair.
I believe he's still in rough shape from the day. I mean, I don't know exactly where your healing was before the lights
I
went
had
out.
actually been. I had looked like I had been at full.
Oh,
Just
and
laugh
I need you to roll me a
Nice.
d20.
Nice.
Who,
But
me?
since level.
Yes, you were the one that gave the recap, so give me a d20 roll.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good recap though.
There's a recap from your point of view, wasn't it?
Actually, I do try to make those in character, or as close to in character as I can get them.
Okay, so it's a 4. Oh, and the deck has gotten bigger, by the way.
Oh,
Oh.
is that with this package or like as
Yes.
the further you go on?
No, with the package.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I want to give you this.
Of course you do.
I don't know.
Especially when you say you don't want to. That's your way of saying, "Hey, this is of telegraphing how much you want to."
Okay,
It's okay. It won't hurt.
it is a hero point.
Again.
Those are awesome.
And,
And especially since you know I'm going to use them to do something dumb. I mean, you got to see the benefit there.
he's not here to pick on.
Ooh.
Flame on. So here.
Yeah.
All right. So you have that. You caught him before he hit the ground. What else would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna call to Quember to come look at him.
And Kenna says you still want to pay attention to what's going on out in the woods, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll get to that.
And Vanessa cannot move her token, by the way.
What in the hell?
At
Well, I
least
can
it's on
try
the
to work
screen
on that
this
part.
time.
But it is
Yeah,
on the screen.
Okay, I'll do it this way. Controlled by... There. You should be able to do it now. Does it let you move it? There we go. Cool.
Oh, movement.
Well, I think we should just set him down by the fire and keep track of what's going on outside instead of, I mean, you said he was breathing, so everything should be fine.
Yeah, he seems stable enough, I guess.
I mean, I'll reach down. Does he have a pulse? I mean, if he's breathing, he should have a pulse, but why not take a check? And
Give me
is he warm or cold?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, perfect. How's a 10?
Still better than me.
I am average.
Well, you
One of
you
us has to
kind of
be.
you kind of know where to check for a pulse, somewhat. You think you feel one, but you're not real certain.
That's good enough then. And
Right.
is body temperature wise? Because they were screaming that she's ice cold.
Because you got your, you put your fingers on his temple and you're like, I think I feel a
Oh,
pulse.
sure. Yeah, sure. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you're feeling your own pulse in your fingertips, but cool, there's one there.
I don't know that. And body temperature wise, was he warm or cold?
Let's see.
Because they were
He's-
screaming that she was ice cold.
Yeah,
so.
he still seems to have somewhat body temperature. He's not as cold as they're saying she is.
All right.
Oh, hey, look. Quimber's gonna disappear. He's not there.
Ah! But what just happened? Was he never there? Am I seeing things and hearing things now?
Oh,
No, he's over by the tent of Jess.
he wandered off with Brendel to go check on something when the screaming started.
That's a dirty thing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and oh man, I'm afraid to, but I'm gonna try and move you slightly closer to the fire to keep you warm if you're not very warm anymore. But not like as into the fire as say, oh, I don't know, Sadir might put you a little closer to the fire. Like, yeah,
Lay you next to it a couple feet away.
Yeah.
Long,
a little farther away, just so we can know that the fire's got your back and I can watch the other side of you and make sure you're okay.
All right. Well, I won't complain.
Well, good, because you're unconscious.
I was just
So
gonna say,
deal
That's
with
why
it.
I won't
You
complain.
really can't complain.
I'm worried about Selness. Is she gonna be okay?
Anybody checked on her yet?
I have not.
Then I can't answer that question yet.
Then that's what I'll do is check on her.
All right, so go ahead and how do you want to check on her?
See if she's breathing.
Give me
If
a medicine check. Should be able to click the word medicine on your character sheet. It should roll it for you. There you go. All right.
Better than we were.
Let's see. Yeah, it's the best medicine check thus far.
I mean, it's not a high bar, but
As you move to check on her, you do notice Borag and Kalnese are also there checking on her. Let's see.
please don't let her be dead.
Like I said, as you check her, there's some shallow breathing, and she is ice cold, as if all her body heat is leaving her body.
Is there a way we could move her to the fire?
They're sitting right next to the fire, and she's still cold.
and does anybody know what's happening? And I'm saying that to everybody around.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm not much into the paranormal or magic, so I don't know.
Nobody seems to have any clue what's going on, not even Brian.
Okay. So the last thing that we actually physically saw was by the woods. And Kenna, you saw that. I saw that. So I
Kenna,
don't know what to do.
Give me a perception check.
Me?
Yes, please.
Also, Sayer will be back shortly.
Crashed.
Mhm.
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll fix the cameras when that time comes. All right. So that was an. All right.
Sorry, it didn't click the first time. So
Well, as
my original was a 14.
okay, you're trying to. Well, there's not too much that we can do with this other than you do see between some of the tents and carts, from your point of view, you do see a. It looks like I guess, a circle of local children that seem to have found a burrow of some sort.
Would
As
this
you're
be part of the Dragon Punchers crew or not?
As you approach, you recognize them as the same troublesome youngsters that you've seen causing trouble since the first day, the self-styled Dragon Puncher crew. Some are stuffing food into the hole while others are kicking at it and stomping on it, all in an attempt to coax whatever is inside. The half-elven girl Cleva directs their mischievous efforts from a distance. To their delight, a very large centipede emerges, thrashing and scurrying defensively around its hole. However, several more emerge and begin aggressively biting at the kids. Their youthful bravado evaporates and they run, leading the angry centipedes directly towards you.
Hey guys, we got trouble over here.
Oh, great. All
Large
right.
centipedes coming.
I'll run over to where you are.
centipedes?
There we go. So,
I'm going to stay here, but I will get my
and
bow out.
so that you guys know what you're looking at. There you go.
Ew.
Oh, stuff just comes out of the ground. Wonderful.
Ew.
So, what would you like to do?
Not happy about this.
I'm gonna roll initiative is what I'm gonna do.
So please click your token and roll initiative.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, click on.
Yep, just click the token, you move around, and then roll a 2. So where is this all going on at? Or is this kind of theater of the mind
We're
at the
going to
moment?
theater to the mind this one. As Kenna was looking out in the woods, she caught movement off to the right hand side and saw this.
All right.
There we go. And Sayer, being that his camera and stuff's down, is perfect timing, seeing as how he is still unconscious during this endeavor.
Yep, he has no idea what's gonna happen.
Ooh, I need to change that number. Okay, so let's see. Is everybody rolled their initiatives? I have Sideer on here, who is currently doing something else, so I will move him. Kenna, you rolled an 18. Yep.
I did.
I got the 17. Shailene, you have a 7.
Yes.
Okay, Vanessa has a 6. Hernan's got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so this works perfectly since you are the one who first sees these creatures coming towards you. What would you like to do?
Right. So, how many are there?
Let's see. Currently, you see 4 coming towards you that have come out of that hole and are scurrying in your direction.
Well, at the very best, I can start trying to blind them with colors.
Not with science?
I cannot blind anybody with science, unfortunately.
Alright, so color spray. Go ahead and give me that information.
Great. Everything is working very slow for me right now.
It's okay, not a problem.
I clicked it, but I don't know if it...
Well, it took a while for my initiative roll to come through too a second ago, so.
Yeah, I'm waiting for yours to come through as well.
Okay, looks like roll 20s is gonna give us a little slowdown tonight.
Nope,
Oh,
there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Nice.
Alright, so that's
29.
Alright, it's their turn. So they seem to be moving aimlessly now. They were heading your direction. Now they appear to be. Wait. Let me verify that before I do say that. Nope, they're still coming your direction. That blinds them, correct?
Yes.
They still appear to be coming towards you.
That's
And
fine.
a fifth one comes up out of the hole.
Oh, fun.
Let's see. I think one will get to you this round, so we'll go ahead and get that in. So let's go ahead and. What is that? Plus. There we go.
But
So,
if they are they or are they not blinded? Is I guess the question.
it looks like you can't see any eyes on them.
So they don't use vision. So yeah.
Great.
They are moving as if they're not blinded, but you're sure the spell would have taken effect. So it's a 19 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll take 4 points of piercing damage. And you give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. With that, you are good. You're fine.
Okay. So 4 points.
No, you're fine. Just the initial 4 points, yes, of
Okay.
piercing damage. One of them bites you in the ankle. And with that, the rest of them move up, are just out of range of reaching you. Shailene, you see one of them pretty much wrap around her leg and bite her ankle. And
Okay.
there's still
I
more
will.
coming towards her.
I will step over 10 feet so that way I have a clear shot, and I will aim for the one with my short bow that is next to Kenna now. That way I have my. Let's see if it'll. It might take a minute.
What I'm going to do is I will go.
Will 11 hit?
No, 11 does not hit.
Fun. Okay. And then I will take my. Uno momento, por favor. Why is this not showing the whole thing? It's not opening up everything. Oh wow, there's a lot of them there. All right.
Well,
Got that.
There's 5, and I'm just using the Viper token as a representation.
That's fair. I can't get my whole screen to show. What's going on, Roll20? Why?
Yeah, this seems to be having some minor difficulties today.
Sorry, it happens. That'll be my turn then for now because I can't.
All right. So, do we know any news on
Ronnie?
Rod? Not Ronnie, but Rod.
He was rebooting his whole system after a crash, so.
Okay, I got a message. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. For some reason it didn't show the first time. Now with that, who's next up in line? We have Vanessa.
I'm going to rush up and be as close to Kenna as I can. And I guess that's the end of my turn, isn't it? Okay.
You have your full movement and you can do an action.
Okay. I'm going to use my dart and try to attack one of them.
Alright.
And not.
Let's see. You rolled a 2 plus. Okay. So, this dart flies, and you're about to throw it, and it just doesn't really fly to your hand very well. It sticks right here in the side of the wagon,
Okay.
just next to Kenna.
Okay. Sorry, Kenna.
Hey, that was a little close.
Hernan.
All right, I'm gonna run up there with my movement right next to Kenna,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack the one that's right next to her.
Go for it.
Hopefully, I'll hit
The one that's next to her, or the one that's on her leg?
the one that's right next to her. This one.
Okay.
That's 24 to hit for 7 damage.
Yep. You slice it in half.
All right. Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm out of movement, so I will just bonus action. Do I want to use my bonus action for anything? No. All right. That's it.
Okay, give me a second. Our unconscious gentleman has returned, so we just rearrange our cameras back.
Yeah, sorry, my system crashed. Almost did a second time.
I think it's just trying to help you roleplay the fact that you're unconscious.
Maybe, but I was also trying to finish up some fixing stuff on my character, so I was very annoyed when it did that. You can tell because I'm using my very annoyed voice.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, usually it's just like one or two that's mixed up, but this time it was all of them.
Well, I'm glad I was able to completely frack it up for you.
Well, yeah, thank you very much. I do so appreciate that. I think I need to move mine up because I think you're losing the bottom part of my jaw.
I am chaotic neutral, so I can do stuff like that, apparently.
Hey, there we go. The entire time I'm sitting here talking and all you see is my eyes up, so... Alright, so we left off. Hernan sliced one in half.
Yeah, 5 giant centipedes are now cut down to 4.
Mm.
But you're asleep, so it doesn't matter to you
Well,
anyway.
Cut down to 4 and 2 halves.
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be 5?
Kenna, you're up.
Okay. I would guess there's still another one within range of what I can hit them with, right?
You can 5-foot step, you can get them.
Okay. Thinking. Well, could I shock and grasp one?
You can do whatever you'd like to try.
Okay, we're going to try shock and grasp.
Okay, so 16 to hit, and what you went after this one?
Yeah.
Alright, he pretty much explodes. And he covers you and Hernan in nice gore.
Centipede guts, yeah.
Ugh.
Fun.
Okay, so next up, I believe, is third go. So first of all, we'll go ahead and get here to Hernan. And miss you. Nice.
Just barely.
We'll get this one out of the way because I believe you moved up to attack that one. So that one's dead. Move up to you on this one.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to do that because the dead ones are in the way.
11 does not hit you, I'm sure.
Correct.
Alright, so I'm going to roll a high-low. Since Hernan's above, he's going to be the 1, 2, 3, and you'll be the other 4, 5, 6. Ah, so you are the target.
Yay.
And that's going to be a dirty 20 for 4 points of piercing damage, and give me that lovely Constitution saving throw once again.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. So, let's see. That was their go. Next up, Shailene.
All right, I will use my short bow again and try and hit the one right in front of Hernan.
All right.
Shite. That's a natural one.
Tell me exactly what happens here.
I go to shoot my bow, but I am very flustered. Things aren't going right for me, and I try and shoot it holding it the wrong way, and it goes to the right of me and down by my own foot.
Well, it's better than what I would have come up with.
Well, I didn't want to break my bow, Dan.
I wasn't gonna break your bow.
And you didn't want to hit me?
I wasn't.
I did not.
I wasn't gonna hit you per se. I was thinking more along the lines of grazing certain anatomy, but
Ooh, no thanks.
Next time, Dan. I'm sure I'm rolling bad tonight, so there will be a next time.
So with that, Vanessa, you are up.
I'm going to move up and attack the one in front of Hernandez.
Close enough.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. He gets his own name wrong sometimes.
So let me go to my page here. Hold on. I'm going to attack with my scimitar.
And that's a hit for... Which one is this one here? He is sliced in half.
Yeah.
So let's just go move all these dead ones over here out of the way. Alright, so that was it for you. You still have a little move, but it's if you want to move up in front of Hernan.
No, I'm fine where I am. Thank you.
No problem. Hernan, you're up.
I'm going to move up 5 feet, and I'm going to take a swing at the one that's right in front of me.
All
and then I'm going to take a swing with my Sarek longsword at the one that's right in front of her.
All right,
right in front of Kenna. 16 and a 12.
I live. You chop off a couple of its legs on its left-hand side, but it's still squirming there.
And if I killed the one that's in front of me, I'm going to go around to behind it.
Okay, so with advantage, Kenna, it's on you.
With advantage?
Well, he's flanking now.
Alright, so... I'm pretty sure I can just dagger this.
So, describe to me, and our lovely audience, how you critically hit this giant centipede that only had 1 hit point left.
Well, because I like to do things to their fullest extent, and by the way, I've taken a bunch of damage, I not just stab it once or twice, but I continue to stab it viciously over and over and over again in every single little reticulated section of its body until I am sure that it is dead.
And with that, she is completely covered in the gore of this creature, this centipede. And of course, some of it splashes up on you as well, Hernan.
Ew.
Yeah.
And we are, of course, out of combat.
It's dead! It's dead! It's dead!
I move around this way and then go back up by the fire.
Alright, so by now, Borag and Kelnese, along with Bran, has moved Mother Sylvanessa to a tent. They couldn't get Vesi, Jovessa, to move on her own because she's in a catatonic state. Once she said her comment about being here, she's pretty much locked down, just staring off into the darkness.
I don't think that's centipedes are what she was talking about.
And Sayer is still unconscious, so they move all of them to a tent where, let's see, Selvra has come with Tronuv and Mega, which is the Manticore and the Owlbear. They are sitting outside the tent, just keeping watch. You see Crane nowhere. He doesn't seem to be anywhere. Borag and Canessa are both standing over the prone figure of Mother Sylvanessa, great concern on their faces. You can see that Anton is still tending to the seeress. As you watch, he closes his eyes and waves his open hand over Mother Sylvanessa's still form, again casting a spell. You can barely hear him muttering something to himself before a warm glow begins to emanate from his outstretched palm. After a few minutes, the glow subsides and he opens his eyes again to observe the results. His expression creases into a worried frown as nothing appears to have changed. That is the situation as you currently see it.
What is wrong? Can I go talk to Salver?
Sure. Go right ahead. What would you like to say?
What's going on? I mean, what can we do?
I don't know. We have this is strange. I've never seen anything like it before. She's not responsive. Healing spells aren't working. What of Sayer?
He's not getting up either. I don't know what's wrong.
He's not cold like you said she was, but but he's breathing and he's got a pulse.
Countess kind of walks up and says, well, do you have any idea what has happened to him?
I have no idea. This happened the same time that whatever happened to her happened to her.
Silvra, my dear, bring me some of the healing salves and herbs.
There has to be something that we can do.
Other than slapping me in the face again.
Shh, quiet, you're asleep.
Okay, so as you guys were carrying Sayer through the camp, you catch a short glimpse of his face. It's twisted up into a grimace, as if he was in great pain, or confronted by something that caused him great fear. As you near the entrance to the tent, Anton pulls a flap and ushers everyone inside. Despite the meager light cast on his face from the tent fire, you can make out beads of sweat on his brow and worry behind his eyes. With great care, Mother Sylvanessa, Sayer, and the still unresponsive Vesey are all brought to the shrine to the gods in the back of the tent. Anton wipes away the sweat on his forehead as his hands tightly clenches around the symbol of the gods that hang around his neck. I'll do whatever I can for them. For now, I think it's best if you all took some sleep. I'll send for you if anything changes. Pray hard. Pray hard, my friends. I feel we have run afoul of something terrible this night.
I don't want to leave. Is there an option to stay? I'll be quiet. I'll sleep in the corner.
It'll do you no good. There's nothing we can do now. But wait.
I will be back as soon as we are allowed back in this tent.
Get you some rest. I know you friends have had a long day. You look
Okay.
worse for wear. Tired. Rest, my children.
Well, if one of the elders can give me a little bit of healing, I'm actually going to go look for Curry.
No, best you should go rest. Craig can look after himself.
I'm sure he can, but I kind of have a bond with him.
And the best thing Craig would want from you is rest. And your safety as well.
God say rest.
Okay, I will take a short rest.
Like he said, we have a bond with basically everyone. We are an entire family here, in my opinion. And we should do as they recommend, I think. And I think a rest would be good for all of us.
I feel like I've been a positive influence on Kenna, who's now interpreting orders as creatively as I do.
I don't know if positive is the right words.
Yeah.
No, it was. It was.
I think negative.
No, it's very positive. She's positive she wants to go do that.
Please, children, go rest.
I'll go,
I
but I'm
got-
not happy about it.
I go and rest.
I will rest against my best wishes,
All right.
my better judgment.
As you make your way out, Silvra enters, her arms full of various tools of her druidic trade, and ushers you back out into the chill night air. So, you all make your way, and I suppose you get you some rest, right?
I'll start my rest, but before I do, I stretch and second wind. Get some hit points back just in case. That'll come back after a long way.
Wait, we've had that long ass day, and you never Oh no, you can do that once per
Short rest.
Never mind, I forgot.
Short rest.
I forgot how to play D&D. Sorry,
Yeah,
I got jealous and forgot.
Long day, and you didn't rest? No, I rested. All right.
We sat by the fire that one time.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad.
I'll be putting some salve on this wound on my leg from the stupid centipede.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, the carnival has to move on. This place is terrible. I don't say that, but you all know
You
me
can't
well
say
enough
that.
to
You're
think it.
unconscious.
I know.
I
And
feel
currently
a
dealing-
mind meld. She's
And-
very unhappy.
Currently dealing with that thing I told you about a moment ago.
Is he talking in his sleep? What was that?
I'm grimacing.
So, as you are resting, Shailene,
Why do I feel like this isn't going to be restful?
Well, you're making your way to your tent, and you're just kind of, letting your mind race over everything that's happened today. And as you regard the field upon which the carnival was set upon, you get a cold and clammy feeling upon your skin. You look about, but none of your companions seem to be experiencing the uncomfortable feeling. Then, barely audible to your ears, you hear a low cacophony of murmuring and groaning noises as if a group of sick and forlorn folk were somewhere nearby. As you listen, the hair on the back of your neck rises as the sound intensifies. It is now coupled with the shuffling sound of feet moving through the grass nearby. Closer and closer to your position. You look about, but can see nothing out of the ordinary, and none of your friends seem to hear it. Then, as quickly as the sound began, it ends.
So this night's pretty weird already. So I think this might actually be believable, and I hope you guys trust me when I say I am not putting on right now, but is there any chance we're over some mass burial ground, or was there a sickness that went through here, or I swear I swear there were just zombies over there, like in a ghost form, in my head. I don't know if I just need sleep.
You need sleep.
There's a lot of stuff underground around here, and I think it might have something to do with that Malvolano witch that Sire was talking about.
Whatever it is, just be on guard. Don't stop paying attention to anything tonight.
Well, I can stay up for a little bit, and you all can get some sleep, and I'll wake one of y'all up when time comes. How's that sound?
Sounds like part of me is afraid to lay my head on the pillow, but I also know I do need to rest some, or else I won't be able to help at all.
I'm gonna go cuddle up with the owlbear.
The owlbear that's sitting out front of the tent?
Yeah, he's nice and warm to sleep with.
Okay. What are you doing, Hernan?
Well, I can stay up if it makes them comfortable enough to sleep. If they're not gonna sleep, then I'll try and get some sleep.
You should get some rest, I would think. I mean,
About this time, Kenna is lightly snoring as she's leaning against the owlbear. Exhaustion's finally hit, and she passes out.
that sounds real nice. I am gonna go lay down. I'm sure I'm hearing things. I just
Perception.
maybe it was a waking nightmare. I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
16?
There's a dog at your feet.
Why is there a dog at my feet?
Just you look down at your feet, and seemingly to appear out of nowhere, you see a small black dog with floppy ears and bright eyes.
Is he a dog I recognize?
He yaps at you as if begging for food, sitting on his hind legs. As you look at him, you see his collar has the name Dragoon engraved in a small plate.
Dragoon? Where'd you come from? Do I get any menacing feelings from this animal?
Seems like a little happy dog with floppy ears, just sitting there looking at you, yapping.
I will. Okay. Well, I'll give him part of a ration or something. Here you go, guy. Where'd you come from? Where's home for you?
As
That's disturbing.
you go to feed him, he disappears.
I'm gonna look over at Hernan and Vanessa, or did Vanessa went and lay down already? So I'm gonna look at Hernan and go,
Her and
Could you
she looks like she's
just-
talking to something at her feet, and there's nothing
You
there.
need to get some sleep.
there was a dog here.
You
There was a little
sleep.
dog. It was
Sleep.
friendly.
Sleep.
You sleep.
There was no
But-
dog.
There was a dog. There was a dog, and there were voices. And we need to pack. Can't we just pack up the camp and go now? I bet you they would all wake up if we just got off of this land.
It's probably not safe to move them right now.
They're in a wagon. They'll be fine.
They're in a tent.
We can put them in a wagon. We have wagons that people can lay down in. I don't
Sleep.
like it.
Sleep. Aaron is like, sleep.
Trying to hypnotize me? Sleep.
You're tired.
Here,
You
here.
want to sleep.
With this persuasion,
Does
sleep.
the
That's
name
all I've said.
Dragoon
Just please sleep.
does the name Dragoon mean anything to you?
Oh, does it?
Let's see. Does it? Alright. I know the name.
Who said that?
Smedley?
Look around.
Nope.
No.
Cleva.
He was here, there'd be a problem.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, wait, no.
No, we're never going to deal with him again.
Remember
He's
the
gone, following
kids
her.
that were poking at the centipedes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Dragoon was my dog.
What do you mean was?
Dragoon was my dog. How do you know his name?
What happened to him? And I'll tell you everything, but what happened to your dog?
Well, the things over there, the centipedes in the hole got him.
When?
About 2 weeks ago.
Was he a little black dog with the friendly eyes and a collar that said his name on it?
Yeah. How do you know all that?
Did they got him here? Like around here?
Well, I buried him out there in the woods.
What else has happened here?
I don't know. I just know my dog was killed by those bugs. That's why we were poking at him.
Poking at them is not very smart. They could have hurt you very badly. But
They didn't.
yeah, you're welcome. Well, not from me, but from my party.
Mhm. Yeah, you were a bad shot.
I'm really upset right now. Don't judge me, child.
Why? Because the weird one is asleep.
Yes, because the funny one fell asleep. I saw your dog as a ghost.
You're funny.
It's not funny. He looked happy
Okay.
and hungry.
Well, I mean,
Maybe I do need sleep.
Maybe. Now, this thought just came to me, and it might be the sleep deprivation talking. You can see ghosts.
I see dead people.
Exactly.
Dead pets.
Maybe.
Can I
Just maybe.
try and focus my attention to see if I can detect anything unearthly or ghostly around me? I will go on this maybe I can detect ghost theory because I am tired. I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
I mean, she just described a dead dog, and that's the only thing that came to mind.
How would you
I would
like to
probably
try
use
this?
either. I mean, for me, I would think perception would be, I would just try and focus my awareness into, like, you know how when you squint your eyes, like when you're trying to see like those 3D pictures, I'm going to try and just relax and almost close my eyes and try and focus my hearing on what I call in real life mom ears, where I just try and pick up on every little thing that's going on around me.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage, since this is something you're attempting to do.
10.
Alright, so you sit there and you close your eyes for a moment, try to focus, and just about a few seconds into it, you start to wobble because you're about to pass out.
I'm gonna go
Thank
lay
you,
down.
Kenna, by the way. I see the message.
Fine, Hernan. I'll go lay down. And I'll try and make it back to my tent without further spectral intervention. Hernan, get some sleep. I'm sure I'll be fine. Just go.
All right. I'll sit outside the tent that they're at, even with the manticore and owlbear there. An extra hand never hurts, but I'll fall asleep there with them.
Alright. So Hernan passes out, leaning against the tent next to the manticore.
Sure.
They do make you very warm. It's very nice.
One more time, as you make your way into the tent to get you some rest. You feel dread. You can't explain it, but it comes upon you suddenly as a dark cloud in your mind. Your heartbeat quickens as an overwhelming feeling of fear grips your body. You cast your eyes about, and at first, you don't see anything. But then, off in the trees, through the opening of the tent, you can see a solitary figure, cowled and cloaked in a tattered black robes, the edges of which move and sway as though there is no wind. Sway, though there is no wind. The fear intensifies, and as you look at the apparition, you see it raise its hand in your direction.
Crap.
The thing's bony palm opens to your vision, suddenly begins to close its grip, and just as suddenly you feel a squeezing in your chest, as if the terrible figure is squeezing your heart. The pain intensifies, and you're rooted in place with fear.
I would scream, I'm sure.
You try to scream, but you don't hear anything.
Am I having a waking or sleep paralysis, perhaps? Did I already fall asleep?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a no. All right. 9.
Okay, so you will through this process, You do take a point of damage.
Alright.
So give me another Constitution saving throw.
12?
This time it's a little more intense. You take 7 points.
Am I able to do it, or is there any movement I can take, or how you said it's crushing my heart, basically. So I wasn't able to make any noise. Am I able to move my hands?
What would you like to try to do?
Just to I don't know, throw something to make a noise. If I'm almost by my tent, right? So I would, out of my thieves' tools, I would just take like a handful of like marbles and just beads or something and just throw them towards where they're sleeping.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's see.
Just to get their attention.
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah.
You doing all right?
Okay. We're sitting at dinner, but yeah, I'm good.
Oh no, you didn't have to do that.
Don't do that.
It's all good. It's all good.
No.
I
I saw it
respect
and was
you,
like,
sir. What you
It's good.
having? You have to tell Tara and I, because you remember we're watching what we eat, so we need
Oh
to
yeah. If it's carbs, describe it slowly.
know.
You got some honey butter on that bun? Oh no.
They want you to show them how you butter the biscuit.
My almonds are delicious.
No, you didn't have to
That
jump
was
on
good.
during your
Oh
dinner.
god dang it.
no, that's all right, y'all. I just
Oh.
wanted to catch up real quick because I was
My
like,
eyes
oh,
twitching.
crap.
We're dying slowly for no reason.
I'm coming to save you then.
I'm perfectly fine.
No, we're dying because you're eating bread. That's what she means. She meant she and I are dying. Our characters are fine. Just push one of those loaves through the camera.
Great almonds. The smokehouse, he tried real hard there.
So pretty much, Sidear, you've gone to bed. They've got Sayer in a tent with Mother Sylvanessa. Kenna and Haranan are sleeping outside the tent, leaning against the furry creatures of the Manticore and the Owlbear. Vanessa, our newest player, Vanessa, is currently gone to her bed, and Shailene is seeing something in the woods that apparently has a grip of her heart. And that's where we're at currently.
Yeah, it's inducing a heart
Okay.
attack. It's going to be fine.
And
Everything's fine.
We lost Rod. After I fixed the bloody cameras, Rod's camera goes off.
Well, he's protesting the rolls in the screen.
But no, you didn't have to hop on. I appreciate it. But enjoy your dinner with your family.
Okay.
And
Well, welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You know this is not going to go well, right? Because she has gooey dice.
It's true. It's very, very true.
lucky for me, we roll on roll 20, so the gooey dice is unaffected.
All right.
But any home games she's got, watch out.
That's right.
Enjoy
All
your
right.
dinner.
Well, then Sadir is going back to sleep.
Yep.
But if I get done in time, I'll hop back on.
No problem. Just enjoy your dinner with your family and be safe.
Take
Bye.
care.
Later, man. All right. Now that my cameras are all screwed up because of Rod.
After Sadir.
Well, it's okay.
Hey, didn't that roll look pretty good?
It looks so good. I started
feel so bad
aggressively.
for you.
I started aggressively eating almonds after I saw that. Like aggressively.
So
I won't make a joke,
Kenna,
even though it's after 9.
what are you eating?
Is it pizza again? Kenna, is
I'm
it?
actually eating a salad. I'm being good.
But what's on? Are there croutons on that salad?
No,
What's your salad
Do you have-
wearing?
there's a little bit of cheddar cheese and some yummy sauce.
So I'm sorry, just the way you asked if there are croutons on that salad made
You got
just
some-
took me back to like the 90s, like
You
these
got some
AOL
of those
chat rooms.
croutons.
What are you wearing? It was kind of like,
ASL.
are there croutons on
ASL.
that?
ASL,
Yeah.
please.
What's your salad wearing?
Yeah, is that a dress salad or have
Is
you
it a
undressed the
dry
salad?
salad or?
How wet is the salad? All right, the show has just reached.
Anyway,
Sorry, we're hungry.
so hungry. Okay, to be fair, I did have like a charbroiled ribeye for dinner. I can't complain too much, but like I
How was it
miss
cooked?
things. It was
did you
bitter.
have sauce
It
on
was
it?
overdone. I did not
Was it
because most
juicy?
sauces have sugar. But yes, it was
Yeah.
very juicy. I ate it all. The whole
Nice.
thing.
Oh, you took it all.
But no potatoes, no roll, no corn on the cob.
I had a nice little keto.
No
dish
Yorkshire
that my,
pudding,
daughter
if you
made
know
the
what
other
that
day.
is.
God, yes. Thank you.
I knew you were a meat eater.
Everyone's healthy except for me, who had a chocolate cream pie.
For dinner.
I had nothing else in the
Nice.
refrigerator.
Nice.
I get home and it's like, what's for supper? Pie. Okay.
And
Ah.
yeah, I am definitely a carnivore at heart.
Okay, so I have a question. Am I regaining hit points as I'm sleeping?
Oh yes, you guys will get your full hit point regain. Matter
Oh,
of
you
fact,
guys will get your full hit points back.
Yes,
Meh.
you get all of it.
Yeah, perfect.
And
That's true for
with-
all of us who sleep, right?
Yes, with that comment, Shailene, give me another Constitution saving throw.
I'm about to join you in a slumber.
You're about to take a level of exhaustion.
Say more than that.
Hmm. Just
Womp,
as you
womp,
feel
womp,
that you can't
womp.
take any more pain, as if your heart's being crushed,
See what you being unconscious is doing to me? It's
Yep.
killing me.
it stops.
Well, that's because you don't want me to fall in the
No.
dirt.
You realize that you weren't taking any pain at all.
What?
You took no damage.
How am I supposed to remember what I had? Yeah.
You had 8 more than you have now.
Math! Okay. I don't feel good about this. I want to find Borag or somebody to talk to. I'm not okay with this. I don't care who believes me or who doesn't. I have to talk to somebody older and more experienced than me.
With that, exhaustion takes over. It's just too much. And you pretty much just sit back in the chair that's nearby and pass out.
Great.
So
I feel good about this.
everybody who gets a long rest, so you get your benefit of a long rest.
Hey, Dan, I think there's one question on everyone's mind.
Yes.
Do I wake up?
No.
Yeah, was it in his head too?
You're still unconscious, just like
Damn
everybody
it.
else right now. Everybody's asleep.
But the next morning.
Though exhausted, sleep did not come easily for you. Around the tent fire, the praise of your fellow Hanatas rang pleasantly in your ears, until the frightening events and the collapse of Mother and Sayer. Even once the watch had been set and you had been allowed some time to rest, the conditions of your fellow troop members, the eerie goings-on during the night, and the frosty breeze kept you from truly gaining a refreshing slumber. Still, you managed at least enough fitful rest during the long night, before being gruffly roused by Borag
Did he bring croutons?
to be ready for whatever the day would bring. He throws toast at you.
Garlic?
That was very well played, by the way. Did he bring croutons.
Has there been a time warp?
Pardon?
Are we? Are you asking if we time warp the next thing, or?
No, he said he threw toast.
Oh,
Oh,
Something you do at Rocky Horror.
Yes,
Yeah, I was just thinking
my
as
bad.
soon as you said
Yep.
it, I'm like, you put your knees in. I start singing in my head.
It's been a long.
I
I'm gonna
don't know
embarrass
why,
my
but that
child
came
if he
to my
doesn't stop.
mind.
It's been a long time. Hi.
He's like dancing obnoxiously, and I'm like, I'm gonna put you on camera.
Go for it.
No, no gnomes.
I
No
hear
gnomes.
I hear Borag, and I will wake up and try to figure out what's going on.
All right, you'll notice the sun ain't quite up yet, but he does seem to be waking you up urgently. The thick veil of shadow surrounding you slowly falls away as you gradually stir into wakefulness. As your consciousness builds and feelings spread through your body, you are distinctly aware of the thin coating of dried sweat clinging to your skin. This is for all of you, minus Sayer. You can barely see the anxious faces of Anton and Selvra in the dim light as you... Oh, my bad. I'm reading the wrong box check. This is for Sayer, not everybody else.
You got to the point where everyone's looking at you. It's
Yeah,
like,
you should start. I was like, I'm unconscious, so I can do the time warp in my head. So I didn't hear a word of it, Dan.
Good.
Sorry, I looked at Twitch and I'm like, oh, Alphinius Goo is putting the stuff up there. Yeah, all right. Let me go ahead and dance. Sorry,
Yes,
my bad.
it's a rough night as far as vocabulary is
him.
concerned. Just...
He's okay with it. He'll tell me so in a minute when he hears me say that he's okay with it. He'll agree. Anyway, your box text, sir.
Yes. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Anyway, Sayer, you wake. With a thin veil of shadow surrounding you slowly falls away as you gradually stir to wakefulness. As your consciousness builds and feelings spread through your body, you are distinctly aware of the thin coating of dried sweat clinging to your skin. You can barely see the anxious faces of Anton and Silvra in the dim light as your eyes open slowly. But for the rest of you, see Hernan and Kenna, you get the kick at your feet as Bora comes by you. Get up, come with me. You should have been in bed.
yes, sir.
And makes his way
Up.
towards the other tents. Shailene, Vanessa,
What?
come outside.
What?
I'm gonna stumble out with like still putting my belt on with all my stuff and just stumbling out. Is everybody okay? What happened? How's
I
Sayer?
come
How's
out
Mama?
of the tent and look around.
And you see Borag leading Kenna and Hernan towards where the fire was at the night before. Not long after that, Sayer exits the tent. And Sayer, you turn and look and you see the rest of your friends over at the fire near Borag.
Okay.
As you finally start to clear away the sleepy cobwebs from your mind and come fully awake, you catch sight of your friends in the early morning twilight.
I'll head over there.
And give me a perception check from everybody else.
Everybody else, not me.
No, not you. This is to see if they see you.
No.
Are you trying to hide?
No, it's breakfast time. Do I actually? If I didn't sleep well, do I feel like I'm ready for breakfast, or was this my stomach is a little queasy kind of thing?
As far as your stomach feeling is concerned, I couldn't tell you. But you know what I read to you.
Yep.
You kind of know what you saw while you was unconscious, and you know how
Yep.
you feel. So you tell me how that would make your character feel.
How old am I?
15.
You're hungry.
I'm ready for
Oh, you're
breakfast.
hungry.
You're-
Right? I mean,
Dang, you're starving. It's been ages since you
I have
eaten
yeah, it has.
bread.
And I believe in having a good breakfast,
Alright.
and then a good lunch and a good dinner.
So yes,
Snacks.
you guys do notice Sayer come out of the tent and start walking towards the campfire.
Probably a
Well,
little
look who's
unsteady.
alive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
yeah, we're all kind of alive.
It's about time you stopped sleeping and started joining us and doing work.
I'm gonna run over to you and like
Oh,
Kinda
I
push
don't
your
feel
arm a
well
little
enough
bit.
for work.
Oh,
Well, I was going
really?
to ask if you were okay, but after that,
I am,
guess
but
you're
they
fine.
said I should be on light duty and really
Oh.
take it easy
You
today.
have, by the way,
No, they did. You can go ask. I promise they did.
Sayer.
You
Would I lie? Oh, apparently I
Would I lie?
would. Oh wait, I have advantage on that, don't I?
Sayer, come
do.
on. You already slacked off all last night while we had to fight stuff.
And you
At
have
least you
no
could do-
recollection
Well, you
of
should have
last
woken me
night.
up and told me.
You have no recollection of what happened last night. None at
Yeah,
all.
you should have told me.
Does he remember his visions?
He remembers only his dream, but he does not remember anything that happened the night before.
So, and here's the thing: from what I've seen about Sayer, and even kind of what was written in the background, I don't think he's really the kind to share that dream.
Probably not.
Yeah, he doesn't go in for the whole "I should be vulnerable" thing. Even with his close friends, he's not like, a macho tough guy or anything. He just doesn't like talking about it.
You're not Randy Savage?
I'm not.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was a voice like that, and I'm like, is that the voice? I don't remember.
Yeah.
That.
Really hurt your throat right about here.
Well, you know what? You did enough sleeping for like the whole troop last night, so why don't you get something to eat and join the rest of us?
Oh, sure. What's for breakfast?
You feel a clap on your back,
I'll jump because I'm probably still a little nervous.
and you look up.
Kind of more like a twitch.
Borag's looking down at you.
Do I notice that
He
twitch?
gives you a bit of a nod and says, "It's good to see you on your feet, boy."
Thank you. It's good to see you on your feet too, sir.
I totally
You were
noticed your
worried
twitch.
Is Mother
Probably.
and Vessi doing all right? And as far as you know, they're still unresponsive.
I think they were having a lie-in this morning. That okay?
Do you remember anything from last night?
Nothing important.
Oh no, nothing more important than you falling face first and almost falling in the fire.
He fell on his back.
I think I got a lungful of smoke. Yeah, I got a big lungful of smoke. It's still bothering me.
First time I heard your cough since you came out here.
Roll that deception.
Ferdinand, what the frack is wrong with you?
With advantage.
It's just,
Do I have advantage? Everyone knows
You do in
doesn't matter.
with your
Apparently, the dice think, "Oh, you're lying members of the troop. You should not get a good number." But that's fine. He deserves it.
Yeah, smoke. Sure.
Maybe. All right. Well, maybe we should talk over here.
I have more important things to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Borag drops his satchel at his feet and gathers all of you into a tight bundle as his voice lowers to a conspiratory whisper. His massive arms wrap nearly around all of you in his embrace. Mazatis, you've done much for the troop and all. You have done much for the troop already, but I fear there is yet more I need from you. He pauses and looks. His eyes meet each one of you in turn. Something threatens the Blue Veil. Something we've not seen before. Countess Cray and I are to set out very soon. We won't be gone more than a few hours, but in that time there's something of utmost importance that you must do for me.
You want us to take charge of the carnival? If we must.
Hernan.
yes, sir.
He pulls a ring off his finger. And let's see, do I have that downloaded yet? Probably not. Come up. It is his ring, and you recognize it as the... What's the proper pronunciation of it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bravda ring.
Bravda ring.
Yes.
Okay.
And all jokes aside, it is the ring that he wears to symbolize the fact that he is the head of the troop.
I mean, if he's only going to be gone a few hours, do we need that?
I'm right here. This
If I
is
was a
Mine's
smartass,
out
I'd
two
make
lungs
a
full of
joke.
smoke.
If I was a smartass, I really want to make a joke, but I'm not.
Well, even people who aren't smartasses, when they hang out with them, they sometimes do it anyway. So you let that fly.
You let that fly.
Sorry, I'm channeling my character too much.
Are you though?
Oh, that's
Think it's
perfectly
the other way
fine.
around?
In my mind, it's like, oh, but I flattered, but sir, I'm awful young and not into men. That's in my mind that I want to say, but that's not what Hernan's going to say.
Yeah, I don't think Hearn had to be saying that, but alright.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sir. You're already married.
That's not the ring I'm looking for.
Hey, he must love you. He's willing to put a ring on it.
The jokes.
They just keep on coming.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, is this the ring I wanted? Give me just a moment. I'm bringing it up for you now. Yes. There it is. And this is what it looks like.
Okay.
And of course, I brought it up full on the screen that's not connected to the stream. But anyway, it did come up on stream, so for those at home, there you go.
And you know me, I had to go ahead and rename it.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me, as I didn't want to take the time to do so.
My
I
little bit
did,
of
but
OCD.
I didn't want to take up too much of our time. So, give me an insight check, Hernan. Oh, actually, everybody can give me an insight check on this.
Wow, I'm rolling really well today.
Excuse me, sir, but you're talking to her, and I think you may have missed that I'm standing right over here.
I do want this back when you're done with your assignment.
Yes, sir. Are you sure?
That I want it back? Yes. I am very sure I would like my ring back.
I'm confused.
It's not
do
exactly
you
what I
feel
meant,
as
but
if you're ready to take control of the Blue Veil on your own?
I could. I'll hold that for you, Hernan.
I mean, if you're sure, I mean, while you're gone, of course.
Yes, you best not lose it.
I'll put it on the finger that it fits on best.
Maybe you should put it in your pocket where it'll be safer. There's no chance of people seeing it and drawing conclusions.
Well, last time I had something on my pocket, I'm now broke.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that can happen. Damn it.
Sayer's just upset it wasn't him.
I don't need an insight check you because I know who stole it.
Yeah, you don't need to insight check me.
All right. So let's
This time.
see. Where's my handouts? There they are. Once again, he takes a look at each of you in turn. Now, you are to leave at once and head into the woods to the south. There is a place where I need you to go. It is a glade with an old gnarled willow at the center. The trek is short, less than a mile. He reaches into his satchel. First, he'll hand you this. So I'll show that to my players. And show this to everybody else.
Ooh, a map.
And then he reaches in and pulls out. This map will guide you to the glade. Once you find it, you will approach the willow, find the symbol of Jinx, hold the ring before it, and speak these words. Freedom lies in truth. This will temporarily lift the magics that guard the place. Afterwards, a large knothole will become plain to you. Place these scrolls in the knothole, and take any scrolls that are for our troop. Leave when you have done the deed. The niche will close and remain hidden to all but those with a Bondurant ring, who knows the word's passage.
So the rest of us are just going along for the journey.
Well, I need all of you.
No, I mean, there's only one person with the ring, right?
Well, it's only one ring.
Right.
It'll open for us once we get there and speak the words freedom lies in truth.
Ah, shoot.
And we are to only take the scroll, we are to place the scrolls, but only take the ones for us. I'm looking at you there, Sayer. We are to only take the ones for us, for the troop.
Well, yeah, of course. Why?
You are handed one scroll that's rolled up, and it appears to be two other scrolls that are sealed. It is imperative that you leave these 3 scrolls there and take only the scrolls which have the marks of the blue veil on them. He looks around as if expecting to catch someone eavesdropping before stepping back from you. I have informed Rayan of your mission, and there are none I trust more to complete this task. You make us
Thank you.
all very proud. Lastly,
Thank you.
and hear me now, I have been to this place a number of times. The woods have danger, but nothing you can't handle. But I have never gone on this fearful day of darktide. Be on your guard. There is a foulness in the woods.
You wouldn't have, by chance, had any waking nightmares last night? Maybe.
No, I was asleep.
Not you.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Can't say that I did. But it
Yeah.
is darktide, so there's no telling. I must be off. And he turns to leave and meets up with Canesse and Cray, and they take off.
Before he is to walk off, I ask him, do you know how many there are to retrieve?
No. Just retrieve whatever has our markings on them.
How
Can
many
you-
have there been in the past per trip? You've said you've gone there yourself before.
I'm sending 3 with you now. Depends upon what messages the other troops have for me.
Can you give us a little information about what Darktide is?
Yes, I shouldn't I? Darktide is that one time of year, or one, not day, but
Mercury retrograde for ghosts? I don't know.
tell you what, I will tell you exactly what Darktide is, but we will take ourselves a quick break, and I will get right back with you. So we're going to let them take themselves a break, and while I pull out exactly what Darktide is and let them know. We'll see you here in about 5 or 10 minutes.
would.
And we are back. And we left off with the question of Darktide. So, Darktide, in the calendar of Ziathe, is the 13th day of Dezaun, which is the, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 12th month of the year. Now, Darktide occurs on Dezaun the 13th. This day is the culmination of all 4 of the cursed, uncounted days throughout the Annum, and repeats their combined and Darktide is traditionally accepted as the day of woe, the day of the woe of ruin, which is a almost like a cataclysmic event that happened pretty much a long time ago in the past. It's where magic was pretty much messed up. Things were rearranged. I believe high magics were lost. It is, however, counted. Preparation is required to prepare for Darktide's arrival, and all races and creeds can be found in sacrificial ceremony. Yeah, that's right. Or other warding rituals leading up to the 13th of Dezaun. Lanterns formed from clay and glass are used to repulse all manners of evil during Darktide. Most are molded into leering faces that are meant to scare away mischievous spirits. They are hung around homes and carried for protection from sunset on the 12th day of Dezaun, running through Sol Rise on the 14th. Their yellow-orange glow protects from the creeping undeath and devilry that is always freakishly emboldened on this baleful day. So yes, as it was put in chat, a little simpler, Darktide is pretty much the Friday the 13th with all sorts of badness. Or, as it was back in the old times, October 30th was considered the All Hallows Eve, where all the creepy bad things come out. But in this case, they actually do.
Cool. I like it.
So, I assume Borag has walked away.
Yes, Borag and Kalnesi and Cray are all leaving.
So I look at Huranan very, very seriously, and I'll even kind of put my hands on his shoulders so I can look him right in the eye.
I take you less seriously.
No, Huranan. Where it's Darktide, and you've been put in charge. About to go through the woods, and it's going to be dangerous. No matter what happens, you're still not the boss of me. And then I'm just going to kind of walk away.
Well,
Wow.
I said it was serious.
with this map, whether you're listening or not, so Carnival is up here, and what I'm thinking is the easiest route is if we just take this trail. I mean, it looks like there's a bridge about halfway, and if we just take the trail, it'll lead us almost directly to it.
Hey, that's not that scary bridge, right?
What scary bridge?
You know, the one that's in the letter? The scroll?
I have no
What?
idea what you're talking about.
Am I the only one who kind of was looking at those scrolls then? I assume
You were looking at the scroll. We're not allowed
not
to
the,
look
no.
at...
We weren't allowed to look at the sealed ones.
Oh.
But the unsealed one, obviously we were allowed to look at that. Otherwise, it would have been sealed.
There. Come on.
I mean,
Sayer,
I
let me
get
see
what
the
he's
scroll.
saying a little bit.
I'm reaching my hand out to. I'm holding it there. Just let me see the scroll.
Sure, I hand you the scroll.
And I'll put it away, and it's like, let's get going. But
What did it say?
it's too late now. Yeah, and I'm gonna ask. You said Scary Bridge. What's the deal at least?
Well, it said something about
Uh-oh.
not spending not being on the fearful bridge overnight. I just wasn't sure if this was that same bridge. That's all.
Can you guys see the handout? Because for some odd reason, it's not showing up on my screen.
I'm holding the handout for the map up. Let me see if. Are you talking about the
actual
number 3?
handout number 3. For some reason, I'm trying to bring it up and it won't come up.
No.
Thank you. All right, so I will have to add another.
Once I had minimized it, but I never actually closed it. Sorry.
All right, so let me go ahead and. Oh, I can't do it on this screen, so I'll have to do it on another screen.
You want me to?
You don't have it. Well, it shows here. So here, I'll see if I can do it again with this one. And I
I
can't see it.
see 3 unsealed scroll.
Okay, so you can see it, but for some reason it's not showing up on my screen. Why, I don't know.
Oh, if you minimized it, it'll just kind of. Do you see that little gray area right there?
Yeah?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, now just double click it, like right in the center.
Thank you. I don't know what the heck it was doing. Alright. We have our Roll20 expert with us, so that works out. This is the letter that was unsealed that Sayre has read. Is anybody else reading it?
Yeah, what?
No, I'm not
I
reading
have it,
Yes,
and
I'm
I
gonna
have it
read
put
it.
away.
I'm totally reading. I would
Yeah.
totally.
Hernan's in charge. We should get going and not read it. And then in Kant, I'll tell you. Don't worry, I'll tell you everything it says.
Yeah,
let's get
I
out
guess-
of here.
Is there any way I could pick up some extra arrows on our way out? I mean, we have all these wagons.
Do you need to get something before we leave?
If we're going on a journey that
There's no
might have
need to go out there unprepared.
right, I could probably use a few arrows.
Yeah, if you need stuff, let's get it before we're out there and
Go ahead and get
Now,
SOL.
Carnivalle's closed, right?
Yes, it is.
Who
We
am I
have
gonna
blacksmiths and
ask?
whatnot, though, don't we?
It's fine, Hernan.
Local?
You're in charge. You can requisition the arrows.
Oh,
No, not
But
gonna
we need
happen.
them for true
You
business.
can buy
That's
them,
fine.
or
That's
you can
fine.
ask them if you can have them while we're in the middle of doing business
All
on
right.
behalf of Borag.
We'll go get the arrows. Can you wait for us here?
I mean, I can go with you. There's
You
No,
don't
it's
need
okay,
to.
we're
You
fine.
can stay
We're
here.
We're good.
No need.
Persuasion?
no, actually, I have stuff to do at the locals as well.
Oh, now I roll well. Great.
Great. We'll
Great.
just have to keep our voices down.
All right. So,
Well, as much as you try and convince me, I have stuff that I need to do too.
All right. Well, we can all go together,
Fine.
and then in Kant, I'll try to distract them for you, or you can distract them for me. But people are more likely to believe you.
Well, I
It's
mean,
fair.
if you already read it, then we can deal with that on the way. We can read it along the way.
That's a great
Right.
idea, sir.
Okay, yeah, maybe you should come with us.
So, I really don't. I am uncomfortable with you too.
Fine. I will just
So-
take it from you if you'd like, and if it's important, I will tell you the important parts.
We'll look at it later. How's
That
that
can
sound?
wait. The arrows are much more important.
We need to get ready before.
Fine.
So, is there any blacksmith tent open or anyone?
you're able to get reacquainted with your equipment. Restock on arrows or what have you. But as far
Because
as
ideally, I'd like to take
anything else,
20 with me.
All right, so 20.
I have 9. I would like to get 11 more arrows, so I have a full quiver.
And hopefully when Hernan's distracted, we can, like in gesticulating or something, we can point out that he's wearing the ring and say, obviously, we're supposed to do this for the troop. You can see he's been put in charge and he told us to come get the arrows.
I'll hand over my shield in exchange for the arrows.
No!
What?
I don't want. No!
I have a spare shield.
I can pay for the arrows if they won't give them to me.
There's no need to just take advantage of them.
We're not.
If-
Hey, didn't they heard
We're-
all
we're
the good
doing-
things that we did yesterday? They want to support the troop. You guys want to support the troop, don't you?
If nothing else, I would expect a discount.
I'm just gonna start meandering south.
It's like, bye.
Before you go, let's all meet at said location at the south end of the carnival.
I'm heading south too.
I'll be at the Manticore and Owlbear cages. How about that?
All right, that works.
They're empty.
Am I able to persuade anybody to give me arrows?
Go ahead.
Okay. Another persuasion. Let's see. 17?
With the give me another roll as well. Advantage because you have Sayer in the back pointing at.
Well, I have 17.
Okay. No problem. You're given 11 arrows without any issues.
Thank you very much. If I catch anything worth putting in the stew tonight, I'll be sure to bring it back.
Very good. Be safe.
That's all I need. I'm ready to go.
I hand over my shield that I have no use for because I have a better one to them.
I'm sure we'll find
Nothing wanted.
We'll clean it up, and I'm sure we'll find somebody to buy it next time we.
I say to Sayer, I think he's just trying to lighten his carry load.
Sayer.
Have a good day and take care. We'll be back in a little while.
I think Sayer missed that.
I
That's
did.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. That seems to be the time when every now and then my attention just goes boop and I see a squirrel. Which is appropriate in character as well.
But not so appropriate in your den.
No.
Well, let's meet up
If you
with.
just see a squirrel in your den, we might have to have a discussion.
It was a chipmunk and it chewed up the pipe, and now I have to fix the pipes in the ceiling of my bathroom. But that's neither here nor there.
That
It's
sounds
actually
real.
right over there. It is real. Stupid freaking.
Wow.
It is.
Right.
It's real.
Yeah, Dan's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I'm gonna murderate that thing. Anyway,
So,
make sure to put it in the stew.
as you guys,
ugh. I'm not that far. I live in the South. I'm not from the South.
Same.
okay. So first of all, as you guys are making your way,
Let's all meet up by the beast wagons. That's where Kenna and Vanessa
I
went.
believe if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, this looks nice.
This
That-
looks wonderful.
That is the view of where you're heading out towards.
Hey, does that tree actually look like there are eyes in it?
Well, there's a hole. I'm sure it's a critter.
I'm gonna walk on the other side of the trail.
I mean, we gotta watch out for them
The strengthening.
white weasels.
Yes. The blink monkeys.
It was, what was it? What is that? What it's called?
No,
It was
Yeah,
a-
whatever they were.
It was a
Yeah.
white weasel that
Yeah.
No,
really ruined his day.
That is what Sayer called it to begin with before he saw what it was.
Oh, okay.
Alright, the strengthening rays of soul do little to push back the crisp chill that hangs in the air after the biting wind from the night before. You can feel your clothing and armor weighing down with each passing minute from the melting frost that coats the tree limbs that you brush against. Doesn't take long before your garments are almost completely soaked. The intricate songs of birds serenade you as you trudge along the winding deer trails. Heading south away from camp, your progress is slow as you navigate your way through the small patches of brush and dense thickets. As you gingerly pick your way through a particularly sharp strand of thorny bushes, you come to a small clearing. And that is what I was showing you. It was the
Okay.
small clearing. And let's see, can I show it? It helped if I was on the right computer.
Trail in the dark wood.
Yep.
I'm guessing I probably still have a bit of the heebie-jeebies from the night before.
I'm sure you're not the only one.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
And you said
square
we're
in the
sweating,
middle of the
right?
path.
So,
We'll get some sweat going.
I want to look around just to make sure that we're alone.
are you making your own sweat there?
Yeah, I was. I'm a method actor. I need to do that.
All right, so give me two people who would like to do so. Give me we'll say a survival check.
who all wants to make it so we don't get a whole bunch of them?
I'll go ahead. I can go do one if
Okay.
you'd like.
All right, we have
So-
one from Kenna.
And
And then it sounds like
Yep.
Sayer.
And I've woken up with like this newfound appreciation for the abilities Jinx has given me. I'm going to pay some lip service before I give you this roll. By lip service, I mean guidance.
Copy that. Okay, so that's what, a 21 total?
Yeah, looks like it.
Did you cantrip guidance on yourself?
Yeah,
That's what it said.
it's one of my favorites,
That's pretty sweet.
yeah, especially because you could just do it anytime and add it to initiative too.
Nice.
That's
Kenna.
what wake you up there, buddy?
Kenna,
Oh,
Sayer, You've
Yes.
noticed that the birds have stopped chirping.
Guys, I have a bad feeling about this place.
Sayre, you hear the subtle sound of something scraping against bark up in the trees.
No, 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 no.
I'll point that out. I'll be. You know what? Let's be weapons hot
So,
and
how
pay lip
about
service again.
the two of you, or actually, you, Sayre, give me a perception check since you're hearing that noise.
Anyone else notice that the birds aren't singing anymore?
Wah, wah, wah.
What just happened?
I rolled a
Okay.
1 and a 4. I rolled the lowest and the highest possible numbers at the same time. Would have been nice to have like reversed those.
Uh,
Alright, and let's see. Can I bring this one up?
I don't know.
It was kind of rhetorical. That won't help if I'm doing it here. Alright, so with that. Give me a.
What's that? Initiative popping up there for,
It's supposed to be
Oh.
a quiet one, wasn't it?
buddy.
Turn order.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah, no,
I
it
saw
just
something.
comes up.
What are you talking about? I did that quietly. It says to the GM.
Yeah, we didn't see it in the list of rolls, but on the turn order, it popped up.
Oh, okay. So yeah, give me an initiative roll.
Oh, let me make sure to click myself.
I'm just freaked out by everything and rolling like crap, I guess.
All right.
So that's a 19.
Who rolled?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your guidance.
You know how I love the guidance cheese.
Oh yes, I know you do.
So how often do you get to use that? Like all the time? Like
It's
forever?
concentration.
Okay.
And it only lasts for a minute. So basically you get to a point, hey, do you want a stealth? You can't guidance.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of... But it's still a fun thing to do.
Oh yeah.
And I actually do. I really thought that the when we were talking earlier, because of the charisma that Sayre is built with, it just some of the spellcasting stuff, just finding a right way to pair it with the rogue, I think is really going to have a nice synergy. Not the rogue, the agent. I think those two can synergize really, really well. And the background that was kind of written for how he feels about Jinx and stuff, I think that I figure the Divine Soul or whatever the heck it's called should work really well with those two together. So we'll see. I'm very
Okay.
excited.
All right, so. Okay, so guys, you're traveling through these woods. That would help if I get this up big enough. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to pop up the little woods map here, which I'm thinking I'm putting in backwards. Yep. What in the fro? Oh, okay, that's right. Why is it not working? Alright, anyway. So as you guys are traveling the woods, you hear the scraping against a tree. You look up, but you don't notice anything, other than the fact that there are trees. So, I don't have a battle map for us set up. So let's see, where are we at? Everybody, well, move your characters to the bottom right of the map And that is where we will use as a type of battle map.
Okay.
Right. Ah.
Alright.
Do you want us in the woods or on the road?
You're on the trail.
Okay.
I see 4. There's 5. Okay. So give me your marching order.
I would probably be hanging out, not the very last, but one of the last 2.
Okay. Who's in the lead?
Oh. I think I am.
All right, Kenna is. I'll be second then.
I'll be behind you.
And I guess, say you're bringing up the rear?
Yeah, sounds like, since I didn't speak up fast enough.
Well, where do you want to be?
I'll
Okay.
be fine. I can be. I'll be fine in the back. Worst case scenario, I can always pull out a bow and shoot.
Okay, so... Okay, still says me down. So anyway, as you're traversing, you hear the birds have stopped, you hear the scraping of the trees, Sayer, but you don't see anything else.
I will try to hopefully get everyone ready for an ambush. At least that's the plan.
Alright, so give me, the ones in the lead, give me a perception check.
Me?
Whoever's in the lead.
1622.
Alright.
What the heck is that?
Is that a cat?
Is that a baby?
Sounds like it, but I don't know
Something's
what
crying.
would happen out here, and I doubt you can trust that it is.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
Coming from in front of you somewhere.
Can we speed
I
up?
say we be careful and keep going.
It's a trap.
I want to
I'm
It's a
look around.
kid. You gotta help the kid.
I want to
Not on
look
today. Not on today, Sayer.
No, but it's light out. It's not the same.
So give me
It's
go ahead.
darker dawn.
Let's see.
I wanna look around.
Heranan and Shailene, roll me an insight check.
I am.
Oof.
Oh, nat
Nice.
20.
Heranan, yes, that's a child crying.
No, it's not.
Shailene's rather skeptical as far as the sound.
Look, I almost had a spectral heart attack last night. I believe nothing today.
As much as I don't want to believe it, I guess it's a child.
I don't think it's a kid. Do I have any idea what it might sound like? Does it sound ghostly to me or
It
anything?
sounds kind of like it's a trick, like it's something making the noise to you.
It sounds like how I might, I don't know, throw my voice to get someone to look in a different direction. I don't feel like we need to trust that this is a kid. If you go close to it, have your weapons and shield ready.
Are there any
Okay, Sidear.
Are there any babies in the troop that might be this far out?
Fine, say.
Fine. I'll go look.
Wait, Vanessa,
I'll keep
do you have
moving
any way to
forward,
check to see if
but-
it's an animal sound?
Anybody have detect magic or?
No.
Let me check
Not
and
me.
see if it's an animal sound.
Give me a nature check. You don't. You know some animals that sometimes their cry might sound like, yelling like or screaming. I mean, certain goats can make a strange screaming noise. But what can make the sound of like a baby crying, you're not real certain of.
I don't know
Maybe a
what's
baby.
going on.
Say here, I don't think it's a baby.
I'll use my action to dodge, but keep moving forward.
It's not a baby.
All right, so go ahead and move yourself forward.
I want to
How
check the
big are
area.
these squares, would you say? Or just keep moving forward?
Just move forward like 1 or 2 squares.
2 squares forward.
All right.
It's
But
gonna
yeah,
get eaten by a baby.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to dodge and be careful because I don't give a shit about anything outside the troop. That's one of my deals. It's like,
It's up.
oh, someone outside the troop is dying. I really don't care. I care about the troop. That's it.
All right. So
Yeah, I can respect that.
I was abandoned by my parents. So why should I care about anyone besides the troop?
I mean,
Got my
I get
shield
that.
up and I'm like, okay, all right, gotta be careful. Got my big axe.
all right.
but those are
so-
some rolls there,
Yeah,
Dan.
they sure are. And
Those are some
you
rolls.
said you are dodging.
Yeah, my action is to dodge while I move up.
Okay.
Ooh.
But if they're invisible, that would just basically, or hidden, that would just prevent them from getting advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still, every little bit counts.
13 doesn't hit you, I'm sure.
AC 17.
Okay, so the 24 hits and the 24 hits. So you will take claw damage of 8 points twice.
Oof.
See, I told you it wasn't a baby.
The second one doesn't get to bite in on you. 16 doesn't hit you, and 13 doesn't hit you, correct?
Yep, correct.
All
Just
right.
'cause I hear voices a few days, people don't believe us. That's
And
me
not-
under my breath in character. Not
going to-
happy.
I'm going to do my earthen waltz.
Well, we are in initiative, so now we start at the top of the round with Sayer.
All right.
Does that look like a baby to you, Sayer?
It might be. You don't know.
What were those piercing, bludgeoning, slashing?
Piercing.
The 2 that hit,
Yes.
dex save 12 for the blood.
Oh. Okay.
I can't control it. It just says when I'm hit by piercing, slashing,
Hmm.
it happens.
Natural 20 on one. And you said Dex. That's going to be an 8
Yep.
on the other. So one of them takes how much damage?
It says it will take 2 fire damage each round unless it puts it out for 5 rounds.
Okay, so it just pretty much catches on fire.
Which one is on fire?
The baby?
Yes, the baby.
What do these look like now that I've got clawed to shit?
Dear
And
God,
I'm
if they're
bleeding
babies with claws.
heavily.
They look like moving plants.
Not
Ooh, that's
babies.
good.
Bramble creepers.
So I'll move over here, and I will hit this guy with a green flame Seric short sword.
Which one is that? You have to
The one in
tell-
front. And then
To
the other
my
guy
left.
hopefully will get some spillover, if I'm lucky. 16.
Alright, 16 to hit. 16 does indeed hit. For
The first guy gets only 13. The second guy here gets 4 fire.
And you said the first one gets 13?
Yep. And then the second guy gets 4. I separated it so it shows the fire down there. I can come up with a better way to do it if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
Maybe. And because that's a cantrip, I can't bonus action attack. Which I should have thought of earlier, but that's okay. I don't think I guess I don't have a bonus action. Yeah, I don't. I'm done.
Alright, so next up is Kenna.
Right, so I'm beginning my earthen waltz for next round, and in the meantime, the one you see the one I'm pointing out.
Yes.
Okay. In the meantime, I will go ahead and chromatic orb. Acid.
Alright. Oh, so 13 to hit. You just hit.
18 of damage.
And it's acid.
Yes.
That one just melts away.
Woohoo!
I mean, that'll do it.
You're welcome.
let's see. Next up is Hernan.
I'll move forward again and then attack this one with my vicious battle axe. 23 to hit for 6 damage.
Okay, this is the one.
Flanking it with Sayer.
The one Sayer had already hit.
Yep.
All right, you slice that one in half.
If I see it go down, then I'll move to there.
Well,
Around
there's
this one.
Yeah, that one's still there.
I'll stay in range of it.
All right. So now it's their turn.
Just gonna see me
There's
multiplying.
more.
There's lots of them. Oof.
All right, so 2 attacks to you, Sayer. Not Sayer, Hernan. It's
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yep.
21 to hit. That's going to be 8 and 8 on both of those piercing damage. Actually, no. 8 piercing on the hit, and the second is a bite, and it's only 5 piercing on that one.
Okay.
We make it 10 feet outside the camp and wipe.
Well, a little further out, but we're using that as a map for right now.
Yeah, I know.
Sayer.
But, you know.
It's 10 and 11. I'm sure that's a miss.
Those will both miss.
All right, Vanessa. 16 and a 6. Does 16 hit you, Vanessa?
You're muted.
The 16 doesn't hit me, or it hits me, but the 6 does not.
Okay, so you will get not bit, but slashed with claws by 1, and you'll take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay, thank you.
Shailene.
I'm not going to say thank you if you hit me, just so we're clear. Yeah, that hits.
That's just a bite. It goes to slash at you with its claws and misses you, but it's able to get in and get a bite on you for 5 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And you're welcome.
I almost said it too.
And you're welcome. Alright, so that was their go. So, let's see. Vanessa, you're up. And you're still muted there.
All right, I am going to slash at it with my scimitar.
All right, go for it.
Give me a second.
All right, 22 hits. You take 7 points of damage. It's still there.
I think I'm just going to stay where I am. Maybe back up a little bit.
Be careful.
Do you want to leave their threat range?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll take attack of opportunity. Does 21 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, you'll take 8 points of slashing damage as he claws at you as you go to move away.
Okay. I'm moving far away.
Alright.
How many damage was that?
8 points of piercing.
Thank you.
Now, you can move up to 30 feet once you've done so. So, if you wanted to move further away from the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna move down there. -7, right?
Alright, so let's see who's next up. Shailene, you're next.
Me. The one right next to me. I'm going to use my Mike Wazowski sword. And no opportune strike since it's just me. 21 for 6 damage.
And you are, okay, 21 for 6. Got that.
Okay, and then I am going to use my sorry, hold on. Thinking of the right name. Thinking of the right word. My cutting action, which is just a bonus action to disengage.
All right.
And 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to go down here to be there.
Alrighty then. So let's see. We're now at the top of the round with Sayer.
So where did you just? Oh, you're down over here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I really want to help her and Ann, I kind of need to grab her.
Well,
No, I'm fine. You do you.
I was gonna say, is crapping actually gonna be beneficial? I mean, do you
Well,
have,
I did have breakfast not long
I
ago.
was gonna say, do you have
So-
time for that?
This
There
guy
was
that hit
always
me,
time for
deck
that.
save. Sorry
Oh
about that.
yeah.
Apparently I can't control it, it just happens.
I rolled
Not
a
even a
19 on the
reaction,
dice.
That's fine.
And you said the other guy takes 2 points, right? Where is he at? Okay. Alright.
So there's no one here that I would get my extra damage on.
I didn't think of that when I moved.
That's okay. That's not your problem, right? So, no, it's legit. It's not. I will ready an action. I will ready a green flame. Hey, the fire didn't do anything extra to these guys since their plants did it
Does
a little while ago.
Does not seem to.
Okay. Well, is what it is. I will yeah. I will ready a green flame when I would get my opportune strike. So I am now readied. And I guess that makes me done. And concentrating technically.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Looks like Ken is up next.
When reopen it. Okay. So, top right, dude-ish thing
Mm-hmm.
is going to get chilt.
Okay.
Wow, badly.
I don't think that worked out too well.
Yeah, it didn't.
You got a move action that you'd like to do?
I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Alright. Next up is Hernan.
I'm gonna take a swing. Yarg.
Alright. And that would be this one here.
Yep, this bottom one I'm right next to.
He is gone.
I'm gonna start feeling much better. I start feeling much better. I still look like shit, but I'm much better.
Are you
And then I'm gonna
Are you trying to say you're better?
ish. And then I'm gonna move up here next to Sayer.
Okay. Sayer.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. Black.
So assuming a 16 hits, that guy can have 16.
Worth the hold.
There we go.
Actually, oh crap.
There you go.
Is that doing it right?
That one is gone. And I'm matching up. Alright, so that was it for you? Or you so now it's its turn, so I only have 2 of them. Alright. Oh, look, I got all 4 of these people all lined up. Let's see. Do I want to go after these 4 tasty morsels that are sitting right here all together, or do I want to go after the one by itself?
Depends on what kind
At
of
me,
hunter
bro.
you are.
Come at me, bro.
If you're like an ambush predator, you'd go for the one by itself. If you're a
But
pack
it's
hunter,
really
you go
far
for.
away.
Yeah, there is that.
That is the problem, because, I'm shambling along and I can only get that far. So, that's as far as I'm going to go. First off is attacking. Who did I say that was? That's going to be Shailene, first off.
What? That seems so obvious.
20 to hit and a 10 to hit.
All right.
So 20.
One hits.
Dirty hit, dirty 20 for 8 points of damage, piercing.
All right.
Kenna, 8 and a 14. 14 misses.
The 14 just hits.
Just hits. So you will take 5 points of piercing as it swings its claw to try to smack at you but misses and ends up biting you on the arm.
Great, and I am immune to that right now because of my earthen walls.
Immune to piercing?
Yes.
Okay.
Piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Very nice.
Like immune or resistant?
I am immune because of my earthen waltz, my spell dance. I have tremor sense of 30 feet.
Wow.
My skin has been hardened to stone.
Alright, so let's see who we have next. That's it for them two. Vanessa.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Alright, go right ahead.
Give me just a second here.
Alright, go ahead and roll it for your how much you get.
What am I rolling?
Your
D8.
D8 plus
Thank you.
your casting ability, which I believe for Druid is
It's
Wisdom.
going to be 3 or 4, whatever
Yeah.
your wisdom modifier is.
I don't know how to check that on here.
+4.
Alright, so you'll have 10 points total healed.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, who's next up? Shailene, looks like you're the next one up.
All right. This guy right in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and use my. Let me get this opportune strike. My Mike Wazowski sword
Yeah. Your
for a nat 20, sir. So how did you want me to just roll? How do you want the
What's-
nat 20s?
What's the damage on your sword normally?
My max. Oh, the sword roll only.
It just what how many dice do you roll for the initial damage if it wasn't a crit?
The 1d6
Okay, plus your
plus 3.
plus your other d6. What is that?
Oh, that's my
Opportune
opportune strike.
And is that another d6 or is that 2d6?
Yeah, it's a d6 as
Just
well.
one,
It's a
alright.
1d6.
So it'll be the 2d6 plus the 3 plus 12.
So a lot.
What you do is the first dice damage you have is going to be maxed out, and then you roll the second dice damage.
Okay.
So it's already 12 plus whatever else. That one is gone.
So a lot.
That bush is toast.
Awesome.
With that, it is Sayer. You're up.
I am muted. All right. So,
What? Did you say something?
yeah. So I'll walk over to this one and hit it. I am not going to green flame blade since there's no one next to it. I'll be a little bit
Kenna's
smarter this time. Yep, sure.
Hey.
Assuming a 19 hits it. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my very dismissive. Oh, sure. I thought that was understood. Assuming a 19 hits it, it can take 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's still there, I'll cut at it with the dagger. I doubt a 12 hits, though.
just missed it.
All right. Let me look up an ability and see if I get it back on a short rest. Because if I do, then I might use it right now. That'll look. I'm almost there. Nope, it didn't find it.
Then you don't have it.
No, I do. It's the favor of the favor of the gods thing.
Okay, so for some reason...
Am I muted again?
No, you're fine.
No.
I'm just slow. Okay, that's good.
I'm just noticing that my map didn't scan right or something.
So it's shorter long rest, and since you've said I've just barely missed, I'm going to assume that the gods want me to hit. So I will add to that 6, so that'll make it an 18.
18 to hit.
Yes. Only for 4 damage. I probably should have saved that, but
It lives.
damn it. Okay, I'm done.
It has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, probably. That's usually what I live means.
Yeah, I learned that from
I'm
somebody that I've played with in the past. I'm trying to remember.
Was that
who
me?
it was. Yes.
Hey,
Oh, 'cause
earlier
picked it
I
up for
also
someone
lived.
else. You did.
Oh, so let me move over there and attack you. No, I'm good. Kenna, I believe
Oh,
you're
I'm
up
fine
next.
now.
Okay. I'm not messing with this thing anymore.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to rescan these maps. I didn't even scan in right.
I'm going to hit it with my dagger.
All right, go for it. And that's pretty much all it takes.
She pokes it and it dies.
It pokes it and it lets out a loud baby scream and it perishes.
Told you they were
Woo.
babies.
Hey,
But they sounded like babies, so you got to do the right thing if there's a baby
Yeah, I
involved.
said it didn't sound like babies.
It did sound like babies. I mean, it did to me.
Well,
What? Well, what? Well, meant
well, your maternal instinct was off.
well, thank goodness for that.
Who needs healing like right now?
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Hernan is pretty bad, and then I am at 10. So
Oh, come on. We
Okay.
were
But
walking
don't-
around
but
like this
don't-
all day yesterday. You'll be
yeah,
fine.
but don't waste a thing on me.
I mean, do you got an amulet? Like,
I do have an amulet, and I can heal you 6 or 1d4 plus 4 hit points.
it's completely up to you.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make him feel better.
All right, go right ahead.
So what am I rolling? A d6?
A D4 plus 4.
D4.
Yeah, if it's a D4, then just roll your so 7 hit
7.
points.
I'll take it. No, not
Sweet.
198, just 19. Fat fingered. Oh, I think I'm good for now.
At
Okay.
198, yeah.
I mean, I accidentally fat fingered. I can, if Dan wants me to, I can keep that.
I suspect he does not want you to.
Precisely.
Who else needs healing? Seriously.
I do.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Who was that?
Me, I have about 5 people that have been hit pretty badly, and they could use some healing.
Ah, no, they're fine. So I'll reach into my pack and pull out that scroll and see
Hey,
what
we
it had
should
to
read
say.
that
Oh,
and
now.
see if it tells us about dangers along the route. Right?
So if we start going again, I'll read this out if y'all want to watch out for me.
Yeah, no, I'll walk right behind you and watch your back.
Okay.
I'll lead the way.
All right. So I'll start reading. To my feller.
Feller.
Yeah, that's how I read. Uh, To my
Real good.
fellow Bonduran. On behalf of Borog, Mother Selvensa, the Bonduran Council of the Blue Veil, and myself, I wish to thank each of you for your warnings and your concerns over these past 2 months. I will tell you at the outset that our ears are not deaf to your writings, and we are doing all that we can to keep the troops safe. That said, there is only so much we can do under these circumstances. The southern roads are much more dangerous than they once were, and like all of you, we must camp in the open. Mother is adamant that we continue our travels northeast to get to the Pandandal as soon as practicable. Unfortunately, the only route there will take us past the vile Black Rot Bog and across the King's Causeway. Though we will do all that we can to prevent it, there is no guarantee that we will not need to spend one night on that fearful bridge. We shall see. I would ask all the troops to be extremely careful. Whatever is following the Blue Veil has made 2 attempts on members of the council. Vista and Skizig were nearly taken 2 weeks ago, and most recently, Cray the Blade barely avoided a number of assassins' arrows from the depths of the woods near Grant Hort.
Oh my goodness.
Or is that a T or an F? Grant Hort or Grant Horf? Beyond us, beyond this, Mother has seen some fearful portents that she has yet to fully share with us. What she has shared, however, has something to do with an ancient enemy of our people. The warnings coming from us, I cannot read that word.
Phalanthus?
Sure. From the Phalanthus are apparently quite dire and affect all Hanates and Verdestia. I have merely one request of any and all troop councils. Any information you have about the organizations named the Committee of the Unseen Star would be most appreciated. We have all come into contact with one of their agents. As we depart the Nevermore area, I wish the blessing of Kismia and Jinx upon you, and that the Lady of Freedom would keep you safe. With much love to all, Kalanase of the Blue Veil.
Sounds like they weren't telling us everything.
And it sure seems like there's no
Right.
bridge up ahead that we have to worry about on this trail. I think it's on our travels as the troop travels along.
Well,
that
I
we have
wasn't
to watch
sure.
out for a bridge.
I thought he might have been sending us ahead that same direction. And it
Okay,
seems like
so
a good idea to
I've
ask.
put Hernan's figure on the map, if you guys can see him.
Let
I'm
me
looking
look.
for his.
Is it where the arrow is pointing or where
Yes.
the arrow is coming from?
Where it's pointing. You should see
Oh,
him.
yep,
You
I
him
see it.
there?
I see my tiny self, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Use that to show me the direction you'd like to travel on said map. Currently, that is where you are currently at. And yes, you can move your tunes out there. I just put him out there because he was talking at the time.
I cannot move mine.
I'm trying to
Thank
see. Is this map
down.
oriented the same as the map we have?
I don't know. Look at it. Tell me.
I'm gonna open that map.
Can you put Vanessa up on there?
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
trying to
Thank you.
go down and see who we're missing.
Well, from my knowledge, yes. Because I can't see the top-down view of this. So,
You have to zoom pretty far out.
oh, trust me, I am.
Oh, all the way?
Yep.
And you can
And then
see. You can't see where
You
the
don't
river's
see the
at?
map at all?
I see the river, but that's where it cuts off,
Do you see a river on your map?
way
Yeah.
down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you see
We're
the
up
river
here.
on your
Yeah,
map?
no, it's
Yeah, I
yeah,
see
it's
half of
related.
it. So,
Yeah, but you could. Yes, it is. It is the correct way of it, I think.
Well, aren't we just south of Carnival?
Yeah, so, and we must have come down over here instead of out up here like I thought we would have. But it looks like if we came out on this road, on the map, we're on the right side.
Yeah, we should get
of
to
the
the main
road.
path
So if we
Yeah.
follow this main road, we should get to a river crossing.
eventually. I agree.
And then after the river crossing, it looks like there will be an old cottage on our right. And then we want to go around the turn. We don't want to take a left. And I'm showing this map to all y'all, so you can see as well.
Okay, so we need to head a little bit west and then south.
Yeah, imagining that this fancy map is the map, this one. If we follow this main road down to this river crossing down here, there should be a bridge and a river. And then after that, we keep going down and then take a right. We follow the main road because it looks like it splits off. And there'll be an old cottage on our right. I think we should just keep following that main road around to the willow tree.
All right, well, lead the way.
Well, I want your guys' opinion on this as well. What do you all think?
I'm interpreting it the same way.
Okay, that's
I
about
mean,
right.
there's also that option of taking a left and then taking a much smaller
Nope.
trail.
I don't want to go off path, I don't feel.
Neither do I, but I'm just
Okay, so
pointing out the
I
options
just
we
want us to
got.
start walking.
point on the map the direction you're heading, and just start moving your fingers.
Those who walk
We'll get onto this
boldly
main
walk
road.
boldly.
So technically, you came from up here. According
Yeah,
to your
'cause
map.
from the looks of it, we came from over here on the carnival
Yeah,
side. We
it looks
came
like it.
down,
But-
and then we're going
As
over.
I say, but here's the trail, so just whichever way, I guess, whichever way you want to take.
Yeah, so we'll follow this
yeah.
main trail.
I've already started walking.
Well, I mean, you can bolt off. That works too. And I got to pull out my own Hernan. Because I can't control that one.
So as you guys are traveling along, oh, you can't control the one I put out there.
Nah.
All right, somebody deleted it for me though. Thank you.
I did.
All right, so as you're traveling along, who's reading the map?
I'll have the map up
Hernan.
and my shield in my other hand.
All right, give me a survival check on reading that map.
Alright, I'm going to do my best to read this map. Anyone want to help me out so I don't get us lost? I really don't. Would prefer
I
not.
would
I mean,
help.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll look over your shoulder.
Actually, why don't we let Vanessa do it? She's probably best.
I
would
wouldn't
think.
mind.
And
Those who
I will
walk
give
boldly
you
walk boldly.
I will give you a +1d4 and assist you as well if that's possible.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, Vanessa, if I can read maps, but I'm not the best at interpreting. If you're much more with survivabilities,
I'll try.
yeah, come ahead.
I don't have a problem trying.
All right, go ahead.
And with me helping you, she should have advantage, right?
go for it.
And then you said you're also giving her a D4.
Yep, and she has
Yeah,
advantage.
Which
she
Alright,
rolled the
rolls.
She rolled the D4 already, so we need the survival with advantage. So
advantage.
roll it twice.
And you're pretty much able to follow the trail according to the map. Which direction did you say you want to do? You want to stay on the main big trail there?
Yes.
All right, so you don't get lost. You're able to follow it without a problem. You don't make a wrong turn and end up back at Carnival.
Okay.
I'll leave the map with you if you'd prefer to read it.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind
Alright.
at all.
Here, come sit up
Those
front
who
with us
boldly
or kind of
go,
in the
go.
middle, and that way you can keep us in check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who's running point?
I am.
Give me a perception.
I'll be right behind.
And we'll let the first two and the last two give me perception checks.
All right.
Okay.
Let me roll mine.
I am
Guess
very
that would
perceptive
put
today.
Mint.
Thayer and I in the back then.
No, I'm already in the middle.
Oh, well,
Well, you're the two in back.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
Me and Kenna in the front with Vanessa in the middle.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
All right.
Need to catch up.
see. We got a 22, natural 20 on that. 8 on Hernan. Hernan's like not paying a whole lot of attention. I think
doing my best.
Hernan's mind is probably still set on the. Why did he give me the ring?
Which is
To
what others
thwart
of us
me.
are thinking too.
Right?
Well,
He
let
who
me.
has the ring has power.
Okay, so let's see. We'll go with this one. All right, so let's see. How is this going to work out? At this point, the path widens a bit, and you can see before you the freshly killed carcass of a deer. It has been ravaged by some type of animal. Blood stains the dirt surrounding the kill.
Where we're at right now.
Can I tell what animal did this?
You going straight up to it and checking it out?
Yeah.
Well, let's watch out real quick. How much of the animal's left? Because it could be a trap.
Not much. About half of it. And it's definitely been torn up. As you start to inch your way closer, Kenneth says stop.
Stop, Vanessa. Don't go any further.
Okay.
Because just from each side of the carcass, you see these.
Hey, Vanessa,
Well-
you have any way to stop them from attacking us?
I
This
can
ain't
try
great.
to talk to them. Hold on. Hold on a minute.
I'll get in front of her and not threateningly, but bear myself and get ready in case they come towards us.
Well, give me the roll initiative. Because they
Can
are
do.
coming towards you. I mean, as soon as Kenneth saw them and pointed them out, they started advancing.
Hey,
Oh,
quick thing.
Where do I find spells?
Did you equip any spells?
I think Kenneth took care of that for her.
Hold on, hold on.
They'll up in the top right underneath your whole class, race, subclass, subrace. There's core, bio, and spells.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
click that spells tab and you'll see which ones you got. You should only have level 1 spells and cantrips right now.
I have Speech of the Woods.
Could use 2.
Hold on a minute.
Alright, so
I'm going to cast Spirit Totem. It's starting at 2nd level. You can call forth nature spirits to influence the world around you. As a bonus action, you can magically summon an incorporeal spirit at a point where you can see 60 feet in front of you.
okay, so hold on just a second. I only see 2 initiative rolls.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I'm sorry.
Shailene and Hernan have rolled initiative.
you told us to.
Mm-hmm, but nobody else did, so.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
It won't let me roll initiative.
Alright, so if you want, just click your little figure and hit just hit a d20.
Okay, hold on. There we go.
Let's see. Vanessa, you have a +3 to your initiative. What did you roll?
9.6.
Oh, okay, you got
6
it.
plus 3.
Alright. Okay, so we have Sayer, you have a plus what to your dex?
He
Did
rolled
it not
his.
throw it in there?
No, it did. You rolled a 15 plus 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
But I'm saying your
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not. Oh, you know why it's not there? Because I didn't. My modifier is a +4, so that should be 19.4, I
Okay,
guess.
well, I'll move you up because you're higher than me. So, these two green striped panthers, once being pointed out by Kenna, decide, all right, well, we've been spotted. So they start slinking their way out of the woods, making their way towards you. And when next we meet,
Hmm.
Shailene gets first action.
Ah,
But
Help.
we will pick that up. Won't be this upcoming Friday. It'll be the Friday after.
okay. Okay.
But thank you for joining us for the beginning of the second
it's
chapter.
it's been fun.
So let's see. Let's see what more things this mysterious woods have to offer, and what more strange and unusual things happen on this dark tide. And continue to see what happens as Red Star Rising campaign continues. Thanks for joining us, and keep posted with us. We'll let you know if there's any changes in our time and schedules. Have yourselves a good weekend, and dear Mr. Goo, if you'd be so kind as to let us know in chat what we should be expecting. May all our I know there's a delay. I just figured I'd let Mr. Alphinius Goo tell us his famous phrase.
Gotcha.
Yes, please. Oh, and apparently Twitch has some new thing called channel points. Thank you very much, good sir. Y'all have a good week. We'll catch you next time.